Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. So I got one friend making a comment. I think that was one time I was doing a makeup, and the question is, how to be confident when you do not have makeup on. So I thought about this question, and finally today I just have the urge to talk. And I came to the park, and it's quite dark already. So I turned on the light and sitting in my car and try to make it. I am confident, and I do not have makeup right now because I have 3 points I want to say. The first, the need for makeup, the need for putting on makeup or not to put on makeup is situational. Second, nobody looks at you. Nobody look at you. Third, make peace with yourself. Now let me first start from the situational thing. We do not always need to put on makeup, right? When we take a shower, is that too noisy? When we take a shower, we do not need to have our makeup on, right? When we go to sleep, we do not need our makeup on. When we go to swim, no makeup. When we go ski, no makeup. One thing that I feel so strongly about going to ski, or feel so good, so passionately feeling good about going to ski, is that people look so young, so energetic, so pure, because majority of the time you do not need to put on makeup. It is important to work on your body to conquer the snow, right? And makeup or not, if you fall down, it's ugly. And if you have makeup and fall down, there is nothing make you look better, right? So it is situational. So a lot of time we do not need to put on makeup. And go to ski, go to swim, do sports, usually do not need to put on makeup, right? If you are an influencer, that is a different story. The purpose is go to gym with makeup on to show something, right? But if our goal is to work on ourselves, a lot of situation we do not need to put on makeup. And if you go to Oscar, if you go to end of year party, if you go to a big event, if you go to see an opera, to see a concert, of course you put on makeup. And go to a soiree, go to a dinner party, you put on makeup. So it's not always wanted or needed. And just understand the situation that when it is needed to put on makeup, we put on makeup. If we do not put on makeup, we are a little bit odd, right? We are not the famous movie star that made a name because of something, and now we know one person, she does not put on makeup, and she can do it because she already made that name, right? And we are just ordinary people following the situation. When it is needed to put on makeup, we put on. When it is not needed to put on makeup, we do not put on, right? Understand the situation. There is something else I want to say. Another thing is about the habitual situation. I go to work, I put on makeup, not a big makeup, but cover a little bit of my freckles and emphasize a little bit of my eyebrows and a little bit eyeshadow, a little bit lipstick. And there are times that I go to work and I forgot my lipstick, chapstick, or my lip balm, and I feel very, very uncomfortable. I am already old, so if there is one thing I need to put on some color, some lip color. Otherwise, I look very pale. Very tired, very old, very tired. And it may make my students feel strange. It makes my students feel strange, feel surprised. It makes my colleagues feel surprised. It makes the people who knows me, usual situation, feel surprised. And I do not want to get that surprise feeling. I am more happy with a habitual feeling. So I put on just as usual the makeup. There is nothing more you need to do. There is nothing there is nothing less you need to do. Just keep a more or less the habitual things. So no surprise, right? Because a sudden change, it's you need to get yourself comfortable with it. You need to prepare an explanation for it. Oh, teacher, suddenly you become another person. And this is exactly the situation I have met. So our school has a field trip, overnight field trip. There was one time I went to 3 nights or 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights, 3 days field trip. And when you do field trip, you do not put on makeup. Go to nature, go to the mountains, go to rivers. So I do not have my makeup on. And then one day, one student comes to me. She is very kind, a beautiful, a lovely, beautiful little student, 5th grade. And she said, "You are a different person. You look different." And it does not look like the you that we always have. So that is a surprise. And that I am not yet ready for it. I want to keep a consistency, a consistent image, consistent way of treating people and being treated. So that's the situation, that's the feeling that you suddenly have a change. If you always do makeup every day, do a makeup is nothing difficult. It's a 3 minutes, 5 minutes job, right? If you always do a big makeup, it's nothing, not difficult. The difficult part is you suddenly change from a makeup to no makeup. That makes you feel that you are a little bit less, you are a little bit different, you are a little bit odd, right? So understand this situation. When it is habitual, do makeup. No big deal, right? Put on makeup. So the second thing is nobody look at you. Majority of the time, people do not notice us. We do makeup or not. Majority of the time, people do not even notice us, especially you and I, ordinary people, right? We do not make a living out of our face. Maybe you make a living out of your face, but I do not make a living out of my face. I make a living out of my brain, out of my hand. I make cookie, I make jam, I make painting, I teach out of the other substance of myself. So as long as I do my job, I make my money, I am okay with it. I do not need to be that much different, right? I have my value, and I use my value as my weight, as my capital of exchange, right? Understand your value. Your value may be more than the surface, than the makeup. Does this make any sense? Yeah. So understand your true value. If your value depends on the face, there are a lot of people, their value do depends on face, right? They make a living on social media, showing how they do makeup. They make a living showing how they look young, even they are 60, 70 years old. They look as young as their daughters. And it's a different story. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different survival instinct, survival skill, survival capital. Let's say it. And if that is the situation, you better put on makeup, right? Then when you do not have makeup, you should be ashamed. You should be afraid, because you are breaking up your rice bowl. 你打破自己的饭碗 in Chinese. You are damaging your own value proposition, right? You are reducing that value. Yeah, so understand yourself. If you are not that kind of a person or that kind of a living style, then people do not make that much fuss about how you look, right? The news, the social media news, they talk about which movie star wear a short skirt, long skirt, wear too much, wear too less. They are busy. They are busy to occupy the celebrities. And they have no time for us. They have no time for us. We are living in a much more freedom world in this sense. Okay, the third thing is make peace with yourself. We are not important. How we look are not that important. We should work on our true value. Being a teacher, work on the patience, work on the skill of communication, work on the ability to persuade, to teach, to inspire, to encourage, to transfer knowledge. That's the thing we should work on, right? And to understand others, to guide others, to listen to others, to learn from others, to be I'm sorry, I'm distracted. To be a good partner in their learning, to be a good support in their growing up, right? That's our value. And our face is not that much important. Our makeup is not that much important, as long as we keep the same way. The first day we show us until the day we say bye-bye to them, until the end of the day, we are more or less the same. Then there is not surprise. There is not something that they feel a sudden change. And that's it, right? And another thing is that understand our true estate. My estate is not about face. My estate is not about motivating people. I mean, my value or my YouTube value, my internet, my video value is not to inspire other people. It's not to motivate other people. It's not to teach other people. My value on the internet is for you to fall asleep. So if I have a grammar mistake, if I have some problem, if I do not look good, it's not important, right? You do not even look at my video. Why do I need to spend that much energy on that, right? I do need to work on a better way of communicating. I do need to improve my grammar. I do need to improve, to upgrade myself in terms of knowledge, in terms of ability, in terms of good storytelling, in terms of making up something, right? That's the true thing. Focus on something that you want to develop and you have a possibility to develop, and something to become the most beautiful woman, to become a fashion model, to become a president, to become a public speaker. That's beyond my ability. That's beyond what my parents have given me. That's beyond the gift that when I was born was given. I can stretch a little bit, but I do not need to make myself into a total different person while struggling myself. Of course, I want to improve myself. I want to be a better person. But there is a range of how good I can be, how much I can do. Understand your limit. Understand my limit and work within it and accept that is okay. I already made my effort, and what I have achieved is not bad. It's within my ability. And I have tried. And that's it. Make peace with our being. Make peace with our appearance. Our appearance is just right for the life we are living. Same as other people. Their appearance is just right for their life they are living. Make peace with our ability. Our ability is just right for the day, for the job we are doing, for the life we are living, for the money we are making. We are sufficient. Once we accept who we are, we will start to feel we are okay. And from time to time, we will feel that we are proud of ourselves, right? When we do not deprecate, diminish ourselves from our heart. Sorry for the noise. When we do not diminish ourselves, when we do not despise ourselves from our heart, we give ourselves the chance to be proud of ourselves, to accept ourselves, and to be just the person we are. Does this make any sense? I love you. I really do. Do. Bye. Okay, you need to see the outside beautiful scenery. Actually, it's too dark. You cannot see anything. This is the scene in front of my eyes. I cannot see anything. It's not pretty, but it's just perfect. I actually enjoy it. Bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye-bye.